In the twisted alleys of Gotham City, where shadows harbor secrets and power is the currency of survival, one character embodies the relentless pursuit of status: the Penguin. Oswald Cobblepot's journey is a tale woven from the threads of exclusion, revenge, and a deep-seated yearning for social power. But why does he navigate this path so fervently? To truly understand the heart of the Penguin, we must first delve into the psychological tapestry that defines him. At the core of Oswald's being is the Enneagram Type 3, the achiever, driven by the desire for success and validation. Yet, for Oswald, it's not just about the accolades or the wealth. It's about never being dismissed, laughed at, or considered less than those who deemed themselves respectable. The core fear that haunts him is a life of insignificance, a shadow existence beneath the polished veneer of Gotham's elite. In his mind, safety is intertwined with status, a kind of social armor that shields him from past humiliations. His formative years were marked by the harsh reality of exclusion. Born into a world where beauty, legitimacy, and wealth dictated one's worth, Oswald learned early on that he was none of these things. Instead, he was the outsider, the one who lurked on the peripheries of the social scene, his peculiar appearance and demeanor making him an easy target for ridicule. This formative ecosystem, where only the polished and the pristine thrived, taught Oswald that to survive, he needed to become something formidable, someone who could command a room because he was once shut out of it. Relationships in Oswald's early life played pivotal roles in shaping his strategy. Those who rewarded his cunning and ambition, like the criminal elements of Gotham, affirmed his path toward power. Conversely, the socialites who belittled him activated his deepest wounds, reinforcing his resolve to turn every slight into a debt, something to be repaid with interest. Yet, amidst these forces, there were those rare few who glimpsed behind the mask and saw the vulnerable Oswald, hinting at the possibility of repair. As Oswald's story unfolds, each turning point in his life can be traced back to his core motive: the need for safety through status. Whether it's his foray into crime as a means to amass wealth or his calculated moves in Gotham's underworld, every action speaks to his relentless quest to prove his worth. Even as he ascends the ladder of power, the shadow of fear looms large, whispering that this hard-won status could be snatched away, that he could once again be relegated to the fringes. The Penguin, in his various portrayals, from Danny DeVito's grotesque and tragic figure to Colin Farrell's charismatic yet ruthless Oz Cobb, embodies this complex interplay of fear and desire. DeVito's Oswald is a creature who channels his pain into a flamboyant, almost theatrical vengeance, while Farrell's iteration is more subtle. His power plays cloaked in sophistication and charm. Both, however, illustrate the same psychological truth. Penguin is not driven by chaos, but by a need for acknowledgement and legitimacy in a world that once denied him both. The ecosystem of Gotham is a harsh master, a place where power can bring a semblance of security, yet also intensify the fear of losing it. For Oswald, every new alliance, every calculated move in the criminal chess game feeds his need for control. But does power truly sate his inner turmoil, or does it merely serve as a temporary balm for deeper insecurities? As we watch Oswald maneuver through the gritty politics of Gotham, we're left to ponder the universal question: do we chase success for the freedom it promises, or because we yearn to prove our worth to those who doubted us? Shadow integration for the Penguin would mean embracing his vulnerabilities rather than masking them with power. It would involve recognizing that true strength lies not in the control of others, but in the acceptance of oneself, imperfections and all. Yet, this path to growth is fraught with challenges, as it requires shedding the defense mechanisms that have long been his companions. In the end, Oswald Cobblepot's journey is a mirror reflecting our own struggles with self-worth and the desire for acknowledgement. His story, though set against the backdrop of Gotham's dark allure, speaks to the human condition, a testament to the lengths we go to shield ourselves from the pain of exclusion and the hope that one day we, too, will not just be seen but truly accepted. As the Penguin continues his dance of power and revenge, we are reminded that beneath the villain's guise lies a soul yearning for what we all desire, to matter in a world that's quick to turn its back. Oswald Cobblepot's journey through the shadowy underbelly of Gotham reveals the intricate dance between his Enneagram Type 3 core, the achiever, with its relentless ambition and pursuit of validation, and the darker aspects of his psyche that thrive in the city's chaotic landscape. The glistening facade of success he projects is not merely a mask, but a carefully crafted persona designed to fill the void left by years of rejection and ridicule. As he stands amidst the towering skyscrapers and alleyways drenched in shadow, Oswald is both the architect of his destiny and the prisoner of his past. The transformation from a bruised outsider to a formidable kingpin is not simply a tale of power and conquest. It is a narrative wrapped in the complexities of psychological archetypes. In assuming the role of the king within Gotham's hierarchy, Oswald believes he can rewrite his origin story from the bitter resentment of the abandoned child to the esteemed ruler of the city's knight. Yet, the king is ever shadowed by the jester, the trickster archetype that embodies his self-doubt and fear of being unmasked as the same vulnerable individual he strives to leave behind. This duality drives his actions, propelling him into alliances with fellow misfits, and yet simultaneously sowing seeds of distrust as he questions the loyalty of those who flock to his banner. This inner conflict often finds expression in Oswald's interactions with his allies and adversaries. Consider his complex relationship with Gotham's other infamous denizens, such as the cunning Riddler or the psychotic Joker, each of whom serves as a foil to his ambitions. While the Riddler tempts him with the allure of intellectual supremacy, the Joker represents the chaos that Oswald so desperately attempts to order through his machinations. These relationships, rife with manipulation and deceit, mirror the internal battles Oswald faces as he grapples with his identity and the ever-present fear of exposure. The psychological tension within Oswald is heightened when he faces moments of crisis, such as betrayal or the threat of losing his meticulously acquired power. It is in these moments that his shadow looms largest, compelling him to confront the painful truths he suppresses. The Penguin's narrative arc is punctuated by these critical junctures, where his responses reveal not only his cunning and strategic mind, but also his fragility. When faced with loss, he is driven not by mere vengeance, but by a primal urge to reclaim his sense of self-worth, to silence the echoes of a past fraught with humiliation. Yet, it is precisely through these trials that the possibility of shadow integration emerges. By acknowledging the fear and pain that drive him, Oswald might find a path toward genuine empowerment, one not defined by external status or the subjugation of others, but through a reconciliation with his intrinsic value, independent of public perception. This journey toward self-acceptance would require Oswald to confront the aspects of his identity he has long repressed, to find worth beyond the accolades of his criminal empire. In a universe that thrives on duality and conflict, the Penguin's struggle for recognition becomes a poignant reflection of our own pursuit of significance. Oswald Cobblepot's story is not just a villain's journey, but a powerful exploration of the human need to be seen and validated. It raises the question, can one truly find peace in the harsh realm of Gotham? Or does peace lie in the quieter acceptance of one's own shadows? As we watch the Penguin navigate this precarious world, his tale remains an enduring reminder of our own battles with identity, acceptance, and the longing for belonging.